How's it, guys and girls? Let me say how's it while we get going here. Mrs. M, Bjorn, Kashvir, Justin, Ivan, oh shit, Kurt's here, Chris, Yaku, finger fault on the keyboard, I see. Yeah. It was a hell of a mission to choose a winner last night, because I forgot to tell people to comment below, not in the live chat. The live chat's not recorded, so if you want to be eligible for a prize, you have to like it and you have to put some chat down the bottom. So don't forget that. I will say it again when we actually go live at 9 o'clock. But you must comment in the actual physical chat of the video and not the live chat, because yes, I had to load every one of your friggin' names and there were like I don't know how many thousand messages. Yeah, it was not lacquer. You made me do extra work. How's the dressing? Rob? So you moved across to the dark side, Mr. Fisher. They all, I don't know if you got your package today, but they all coiled up and all rigged up for you. All you got to do is slap some juice in there. Yeah, I'm just going to wait until 9 o'clock. It's only a couple of minutes. I did go and get a second camera today, but I just realized that the lighting here is not the best, so I'm going to attempt to use the second camera to show you, yeah, pleasure Rob. I'm going to attempt to use the second camera, but I think I need some extra light in here. It's not light enough for that. The camera doesn't focus 100% correctly, but yeah, I'm going to attempt to do it that way, but you will see how it goes. So I apologize if it's just answering all these people that can't read a message. So yeah, as I said, I'll attempt to show you a close-up view of it, but as I said, I need more lighting. Everything okay with the stream? No dropping? No any problem like that? That mod has a loud feedback through the mic. Oh, my whiner. It's my bitch. This thing whines like a trooper. Listen. Yeah, Phobia. They said open a vape shop, it'll be fun. It's not for the faint-hearted, my boy. I can tell you that right now. In the retail business, and as cutthroat as vaping is, yeah, it's a lot of work, hell of a lot of work. You know, every second customer says I want to open a vape shop. I wish them the best of luck. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us, we still don't get through the work every day. So yeah, that's why I work until 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, the mic's a little bit further away because of the second camera. Let me just, is that better, Rob? I'll turn the music down slightly. Yeah, the mic was a little bit further away than it was last night, because of the second camera. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. I'm just gonna repeat it a couple of times because I don't want to do all the work that I had to do this morning to choose a winner. Congratulations, Mrs. M, who won the prize last night. But the mistake I made last night, which I won't make it again, so just for future reference, the live chat that you see, the live chat going on, is not recorded. Only the comment section, which is below the video. So unless you comment in the video below and like it, you won't be eligible for a prize. So I will repeat that a couple of times while I'm going through the thing today. But you have to comment below to be eligible for a prize, and you have to have liked it. Yeah, without those, unfortunately, yeah, so it's the same tonight, 75 likes. I'm sure we'll get there quite quickly tonight. The word has spread. Took on an extra 50 odd followers last night, which is nice. So it means that the word is getting out, word's getting out. So share it if you can, please. The more people, the better. And I'll only give a prize away when we get to 75. Yeah, so yeah, if you guys can please spread the word on your social media. Just copy the link, pop it in your Facebook page, pop it on Instagram, pop it on Twitter, pop it on whatever, and let's see how we can go from there. What are we talking about tonight? I'm going to just slap a photo up a bit quickly so that you can see. We are talking about this puppy, the Kylin. I've been waiting for this for what we're getting some stuff. Okay, well, let me just read questions. Hi, Yako, it didn't show me who disliked the video, eh? I don't know what time Unbaked will be available. It should be tomorrow, but I'll answer some questions now. But the puppy we're talking about is the Kylin. When I first saw the pictures of this, I thought this is going to be one hell of a good RTA. And obviously, for those who know me, know that my number one mod is the Omni by Shadow Vapes. Okay, and Rob finally buckled to the pressure, and he bought one of these because when you buy one of these, you'll know, you'll know what flavor is. But with a really sad heart, I have to say that it's been knocked off its top perch. I was hoping that it wouldn't be, because I love this tank to death. And when we get down to one left, I'll more than likely take another one from stock just to have one, because it's an awesome tank, this Omni. It's an amazing tank. But the Kylin has smacked it off its perch. I'm going to show you. Wrong picture. And it's all because of this. Okay, it's the deck of the Kylin. Okay. The airflow on this. Obviously, you've got quad airflow here. You've got airflow coming from underneath your coils. You've got airflow coming from the side of your coils. And if your coils are positioned high enough off the deck, the airflow on this thing is, when I mean buttery smooth, it's a hot knife through butter. That's how smooth the air flows through this device. The positioning of the coils is critical. Okay, so you don't want them too low. Wicking, I'll run through that with you, Nana. The wicking on this thing it's as easy as pie. A blind, one-armed person can wick this. Okay, it is so simple to wick. The airflow, I've got it on a V-God. Okay, the airflow in this, I'll just pull it without sucking. It is buttery smooth. Creates lovely vapor. It is a more denser, if I'm comparing the two, the Omni and the Kylin, the vapor that comes off the Kylin is denser with the same juice, same coil structure. You know, I love a dense, thick vape. The Kylin does it. They are both awesome tanks in their own right. Okay, you know, this have got position 1 and position 2 just under it. The bonus which tipped this over the Omni is purely because you can extend the chamber and put more juice in it than this can carry. And the fact is this gives me a slightly denser vape on the same coils that I like vaping on. Very thirsty tank, don't get me wrong. This I filled this up, although it is I don't know exactly what the milliliters are. I don't bother about that stuff. Okay, but I filled this up like 5 times today already. Okay, I haven't put the extension on because I wanted to show it in the video. Guys, number one, you know, I keep on saying that, you know, it's really hard as a vape shop owner, that it's, you know, you've got stock on the shelves and you need to sell it, but when stuff actually sells itself, you know, everybody who's bought one in Durban today and has already wicked it up and vaping on it, and there's a couple here on that are commenting already. You can ask them, you know, I'm the vape shop owner, I'm here to sell stuff, I'm here to advise you on stuff, I'm here to give you the pros and cons of things, but this actually sells itself. Everything that it says it can do, and everything that I tell you it can do without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, and I did throw the shadow of a doubt in there purely because of the Omni is made by Shadow. I'm just going to go through some questions quickly, just hold on. I didn't force you to buy one, Uncle Rob. I told you that it's better than what you've got, and you will see that tomorrow when you actually use it. And you will. If you do not admit that I'm right, you cut off, because everybody that I've told to buy it and who've owned Skylines and stuff like that have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. Let me just check here. For Uncle Rob, from tomorrow your Skyline will be collecting dust. How's airflow compared to the dump tank? Bjorn, it's not as much, but it's a lot smoother. If I'm going to compare it airflow wise, it's probably compared to a Shuriken from Cthulhu in quantity, but a lot smoother, really smooth. It has got juice flow control on it as well, but mine's wide open. In the video below, just so those people are starting to watch, you've got live chat, which is depending on where you've opened it up, and then underneath is actually a comment section. So you've actually got to go and type in the comment section, not the live chat, the comment section, so that only if you've commented in the comment section will you be eligible to win. Because it took me an hour and a half to type all the names up on the live chat, which was it's not fun for me. I use this. I'm a really boring person when it comes to that, Justin. I use a standard. I'm either using flat wire, 22 gauge, 24 gauge, and 3.5 or 4 millimeter RD. In the Kylin, I've got a 4 millimeter RD, 24 gauge flat wire, haywire in there, and you know. I'm getting some aliens from I'm gonna go blank here now again. Tomorrow Graham is bringing me some Gareth Buckley's bringing me some bubble wraps, which he makes coils, and I'm going to try them in there. Yeah, the troll's like driving a city Golf and then you're climbing into Bugatti Veyron, Anthony. Which one's more juice heavy? Yeah, the Kylin. Yeah, Kylin, you're going to keep me in business from a juice manufacturing perspective. It does drink more juice. Yeah, but the flavor that goes along with it is absolutely insane. And the vapor production, you know, if I had to give this a 9 on vapor production, this is like a 9.2. Flavor on this is probably, I still think there's something better coming. So flavor on this, I'm probably going to give it a 9, and on flavor on this, I'll probably give it about a 9.4. Yeah, airflow, I'm going to give this probably 9.6, and I'll probably give that about an 8.8. Yeah. Dression, I was concerned about that. Well, let me get into the unboxing and then we can talk about those things. Okay, let me just see if there's any other questions. Hey Ruby, how's my girl? Yeah, rounds 100% correct, Graham. Yeah, I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be better than the Omni. You know, Omni still has its place. It's an amazing tank, and you know, I will always use it. But unfortunately, it's been topped. You know, Kylin's will always be my second tank. You know, used to be my Conqueror and my Serpent 25, and then the Omni came on, and when it was my Omni and my Conqueror, and now it will be my Kylin and my Omni that I walk around with on a daily basis. You know, you have to have, you know, it's hard to say. The Omni is still a worthwhile tank. Don't get me wrong, still a worthwhile tank to have in your arsenal, especially if you're a collector. If you're a collector, it's a must-have. If you're on a budget, the Kylin is the way to go, also because it's a little bit cheaper as well. You can close the live chat down and then comment, yeah, if you want to. I do 22 or 24. I'm hoping that we're going to get 20 soon. Okay, so I'm going to switch cameras. I'm hoping that the close-up's going to work properly. I am lacking a little bit of light, and I think that's the reason why. So I'm going to swap cameras and go down low, and then we're going to go through the things, and hopefully that yeah, we can win from there. Okay, so that's the box that it comes in. Okay, obviously made by Vandy Vape. Vandy Vape is an offshoot of Geek Vape, and these guys are probably the guys that you need to watch out for, because these guys have got the passion. And yeah, the only stupid thing is that this product contains nicotine, which is highly addictive and addictive substance, which I just find so stupid to put on a box that doesn't. There's nothing in here that contains nicotine. I don't know why they even put that on the box. Yeah. The video, I'm sorry that it's a little bit blurry. That's purely because I don't have enough light. Okay. Yeah. Graham, we have got stock, but Hugo at the last minute decided to order some more, and thank goodness that he did, because our almost double batch of stock that we ordered is almost gone. I'm telling you that right now. We have got more on the way, but they're going to be a while away. Okay, so here's what you get, what's in the box. Okay, your big glass, okay, that is for your, when you put your extension rod in. I'll show you how the whole thing fits together. It comes with three different drip tips. Okay, your wide bore, medium bore, and then your normal 510 type of drip tip. It comes with a spare glass, and then obviously your tank. I'm just trying to get this positioned. Fairly easy to open. Okay, you can see that the top cap over here, over there, screws on to your actual chimney. Okay, the glass just pops off when you want to change the glass. Okay, it has got a clicky airflow at the bottom. You can hear it, I think. It's got a clicky airflow at the bottom, which is nice. And then that's what the deck looks like. Okay, yeah, very, very nice deck. It is stand to be corrected, but I think it's like 18 to 20 mil wide deck. So it is. I'm not really good on numbers and stuff like that, but yeah, the deck is really, really nice. When you want to change the extension, you get this little extension piece. Okay. Now my concern when I saw that there was an extension piece, that I thought it was going to lose flavor. Okay. And I was totally wrong. Totally and utterly wrong. We hooked this up on another one, a customer who bought it and had some Jam Monster in, and I know what Jam Monster tastes backwards. And how this works really, let me just put this in. You just screw that in there like that. You get your longer glass out, fit your longer glass over like that, and then your top cap just screws straight back on it like that. Okay, which is nice, like that. There, all of a sudden it now makes a 6 milliliter tank. Okay. Yeah, I was a little bit concerned that it was going to lose flavor with the extension, but I can tell you right now, you don't. If anything, the flavor gets slightly more enhanced. Okay, and I think it's because of how they're using the narrowing on this. You can't really see it from here, but you'll see when if you buy one, the narrowing just condenses that vapor and just enhances it, in my opinion. Yeah, an absolutely awesome tank setup. You know, if I could find one fault in it, you know, like if you look at your Serpent 25 decks and stuff like that, where your top cap or your filling cap screws into another metal chamber here, when you fill it, you have got a chance of overfilling if you're not looking at it straight on, like, you know, straight on like this. Okay. And I did actually do that today. I overfilled and some fell into, and then I had a bit of gargling for a little while and a bit of leaking. So you've got to be careful when you're filling that you don't overfill. Yeah, and obviously close your juice flow, because as soon as you put that back on, it is going to force your juice through your cotton. Okay, but probably that's the only fault that I can find in this device at the moment. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's a really sexy looking tank. You know, the black obviously, and then you've got the silver, which is on mine. Black seems to be the more popular out of them, but yeah, I'm a silver person. I like my silver stuff. You know, and obviously also the drip tips are interchangeable. You just pop it off and pop one of the other ones on, which is lacquer. Yeah. Build quality, you know, there's no machine oil whatsoever. You know, it's solidly made. It's quite a weighty little tank. It is solidly made. Well, you know, also they did, a couple of people complained about the airflow moving. When you've locked it down, it doesn't move at all. When you've screwed it onto your tank, this doesn't have no vibration whatsoever. It just sits there perfectly and easy, and I like that clicky airflow. That's really nice. Let me go up again. Yeah, I don't know if that I think just with more light it would be a little bit more clearer, but I did try my best on there. I will go down again now when I show you how to put the coils in and stuff like that. But let me just get you some questions here, and then or let me have a vape first. Yeah. You know, just remember, guys, sorry, I'm harping on this, but go and comment down below once the live chat's finished. I will copy and paste this whole chat again, like I did. But when you leave, just please comment down below. You don't have to stay to the end. As soon as we get 75 likes, I'm going to give the prize away. And if you've been on tonight, I'll still give the prize away, even if you haven't watched the whole thing. That's up to you. It's your choice. Subscribe, like, and then comment below when you leave, and then it'll make life easier for me if you don't mind. Yeah. Tennis, it actually is a good tank for a beginner, purely because I'm going to say good tank for a beginner. It is a little bit tricky to insert the coils, okay, and I'll get down to that now. But for wicking purposes, you know, that's where a lot of people fall down. Putting a coil in is not too hard. Wicking is where you either leak or you get dry hits. And with this, there's no rocket science behind it, as I said. So it is a tank for a beginner, intermediate type of guy. Yeah, the juice flow holes are crazy. They are massive juice flow holes. Yeah, oven, avocado, probably the next closest to flavor on this would probably be the Merlin RTA, in my opinion. You know, I'm talking excluding the Omni. The Omni, I would say, tank-wise, you'd go, if you're including RDTAs, you're going to go your Kylin, you're going to go your Shadow, Omni Shadow, and then you're going to go straight across to the RDTA and Merlin from flavors where there's tanks involved. Yeah. As far as I know, Dresden, you can fit goon style drip tips. Or let me try. I think I've got a goon tip here somewhere. Let's just try. They are quite tight fitting. Yeah, and I'm going to end up breaking a nail or something like it. I've got to worry about my nails, people. I've got to really worry. I've got no nails because I bite them all the time. It sits absolutely flush. You know, I've got it on my V-guard there now, and it sits flush. I've tried it on a Minikin Boost. I've tried it on a Minikin V2. I had it on my version V of 1.2, and I had it on a Boxer, and all fits perfectly. Yeah, Naeem, the serpents, you know, and then this is the evolution as we spoke about last night. You know, there's the 3 tanks I'm vaping on tonight. Okay, Serpent 25. My Omni glass broke. I'm waiting for another glass. Otherwise, the Omni would be. So it would be the Serpent 25, the Omni, the Conqueror, the Omni, and then the Kylin. You know, those are my 4 tanks. Yeah. Just checking the questions. I'll get done. Peter, can I get back to you on that one? I'm not too sure if it's anodized or not. I'll get back to you on that if you don't mind. As long as you, Mrs. M, as long as what you're watching when you're filling, that you don't overfill and maybe hold it up and fill from there so you can see the level. I was filling from the top and I made a boo-boo. Yeah. The black. I actually don't know if it's anodized or not. But I'll get hold of the supply. You know, I'm not too clued up on that. It feels good quality. You know, the paint on it, to me, it doesn't look like it's going to scratch. You know, you can tell some of those tanks. You know, you look at like the Limitlesses, and let me blow in some smoke. Hold on. you know, you get some of those tanks where you can see when you look at it that it's going to peel. This, to me, in all honesty, does not look like it's going to peel or have any issue. But yeah, I'd have to find out the answer for you about that. Sorry, I just don't have that answer right now. Yeah, it does have the same look and feel to the Merlin. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down now, just quickly, just give you a bit of a, and then we can come back and answer some more questions. I have already put coils in another one, so you do know that we have 2 left. Okay, 2 and a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to just go down again, and I'm just going to show you how the coils go in there, and then the wicking. I'm sorry if it is a little bit blurred again. Just I don't have enough lighting, and I will sort that out for the next live feed. So I'm just going to go dive down again. Okay, so I've put it on my V-God. Okay, let's hope this focuses properly. I'm sorry if it's blurred, guys. I just don't have enough light here. I will sort that out next time. Okay, but you can get a rough idea from what I'm doing. Okay, obviously it's a postless deck, so you've got the 4 holes. Just remember, one side is positive and the other side is negative. Your coil must run across your airflow. So your airflow, you've got the airflow here and there, and then there's another airflow that's positioned underneath the coils. So you just merely undo the grab screws, which seem to be good quality grab screws that are there. Put your coil in, use the jig. I'm trying to find it here quickly. Use the jig that you've wound it around just to position the coils nice and neatly over your airflow, like over there. Okay, on both sides. Pulse fire your coils like you should do. I'm just going to pulse fire them gently. Okay, and then just make sure that they're burning from inside out. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, just sorry about the lighting, guys. I'll promise you I'll have it sorted out by next time. Okay. But yeah, I am trying my hardest. This is the first or second time I'm doing it. Okay. So now the situation is wicking. Everybody's going to have a different wicking method. Okay. I've got my way, and a Grim Green, a Rip Trippers, they're going to wick things differently. Okay. My way is tried and tested. Everybody who's bought an Omni or has bought a Shadow, an Omni, a Conqueror, an Amit, the original Amit, which has got a similar type of deck, and this, if you listen to me, you will not have dry hits and you will not have leaking issues. Okay, I'm just going to wick it up in front of you. So basically you get your cotton. Okay, just make sure that you've got enough cotton to be able to go through the coil and be able to just move between your coils. There must be a restriction when you pull backwards and forwards. So let me just quickly do that for you. And you pull your cotton through until you feel that little bit of restriction. Just going to trim it. And then you do the other side. Remember to try not to compact your cotton too much. Fluffy cotton, don't go and fluff your cotton anymore, but if your cotton is fluffy, you're not going to have problems with leaking issues. Okay. Now what you do is, if you can look over there, you can see that, I want to point with the tweezers, if you can see this line over here, okay, at the bottom of the juice control. Okay, what I do is I take my cotton and I bend it down, grab my scissors, and I cut to the bottom of that line. So I feel for the bottom of my line and I trim it off there. Okay. So now if you push that cotton down, it'll just marry up to the bottom line there. Okay. Do the same on the other side. I'm just going to go off camera for that quickly. Just make life easier. Okay, so now I've cut it there. It seems like a hell of a lot of cotton. Okay, with the size of these juice flow controls, It's not a problem having excess cotton, but you don't want too much cotton, because obviously then you're going to have dry hits. So now what I do, if anybody's watched any of my other videos, I make bow ties. Okay. And this is a little bit of play has to come in with this, because obviously I've been doing this for a hell of a long time, and I've used the same method on almost every single RTA that I've ever owned, and it's never let me down. All that you need to figure out here is how much, depending on the size of the coil that you're putting, these are 3.5 millimeter coils, depending on the size of the coils that you put in, is depending on how much cotton you have to cut off. The smaller the ID, the less cotton you have to cut off. Now in the situation with the 3.5 millimeter ID, when you've made your little bow ties, trim off about 1/3 of the cotton. So if you can see there, I'm actually cutting off 1/3 of each of the little bow ties. Okay, so now if you can see there, my little bow ties have now been obliterated. Okay, what you do now, with as little compacting as possible, just take the edge of the cotton and then shove it into the hole on both of them. Okay, just make sure it's not on both sides. Okay, now this is where the little trick comes in. So you can see there now, that's the juice flow. You must make sure that that part is fluffy, it's not compacted, and that there's no cotton sticking out the hole. Okay, if there's any cotton sticking out the hole, it will grab the rest of the unit. When you put the top cap on, it will grab the top cap. So just make sure it's nice and fluffy, and that hole is fully blocked. Just fluff it up nicely, make sure all the cotton's inside, and then just at the top, just make sure that there's no cotton overhanging on the deck. That is very important on this. Make sure that the cotton's not overhanging on the deck. Okay, that's it. So simple to wick. This is wicking for dummies with an absolutely amazing tank. Okay. Then obviously you would fill some juice up, and then you just pop the tank over. You see now there I've got a bit of cotton sticking out, so I just need to tuck it back in because it's grabbing when I put the tank over. You've got to make sure that all that cotton is not hanging out of any of the grooves, because it will catch the top of the there. Wow. There you are. Then your juice flow control, you for hold the bottom, your juice flow control opens like and closes like that. Okay, yeah, and that's it. Just open this up here. I've got a little bit of cotton loose there. I just want to get it out. Yeah, you've got to make sure that you don't have any cotton sticking out, because it will grab the cotton. It will definitely grab the cotton. Okay, so that's how easy and simple it is to wick it. It will take a little, maybe 1 or 2 builds for you to get it right. What I'm going to do is, let me go back up top. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave this Kylin already set up, and this is the Kylin that will go to the person who wins the prize tonight. I just want to, if you don't mind, I'm just going to run through the rules again. You must comment down below. Okay, just I want to keep on reiterating that to you, because it does make my life a little bit easier choosing a winner, because obviously you put in random.org and it's easier there than having me having to go copy everything out. 75 likes, then we'll give it away, and you must comment in the comment section below, not in the live chat like you're talking now, in the comment section below. And only people in South Africa are eligible to win this, besides Dreshen, because he's got family that comes out to him. So the one that I've wicked up there is the one that will go out to somebody, and it is a black one. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Time for a vape, and then I'll answer some questions. Graham, I like stainless steel, but it seems like most people have been buying blacks for some reason. How's it run? Yeah, that's be a big problem with the troll. You know, the top of the Kylin has got knurling for you to grab. Makes life easier. Definitely makes life easier. That's my whining V-God. Don't worry, it won't blow up. Who's going 4.7 years ago, bro? Mohammed, bro, stop the meds, bro. Rian's coils will be with us tomorrow. So yeah, we'll have that available Saturday. We've also got some new juices, local juices coming. So I'm just reading some questions here. Has anybody seen Hugo? Is Hugo watching? Kurt, very similar to the Omni. You want it at least 4 to 5 mils. The little bit difference between the Omni gives you a little bit more space to work with from the height of the chamber. So you want to position it about 4 mils above the airflow. Okay, the bottom airflow, not the side airflow, the bottom airflow. Yeah. Jeff, I've only got it today, so I re-wick my RTAs, RDTAs every second day, and my drippers every day. I'm running this. I've got a 0.25 ohm building here. I'm running this at 65 watts. And it's exactly like the Icon. There is the heat, the vapor is nice and dense vapor, but there's no heat transfer whatsoever. These drip tips are really good quality drip tips. Yeah, it comes with two spare 2 milliliter glasses and then one big one. I've been sucking on this before I started the live feed. It was full. Okay, I'm warning you, this does drink juice. Okay, but it's that dense warm vapor that does use juice. That's unfortunately the downside of it. How's it, Lee? How are you, bud? What juice are you using cloud production? I'm using, in here I've got my special juice, VCT. Yeah, I might have to change this to a different tank because this stuff is like, yeah, it's hard to get this shit. And yeah, at the rate that this thing vapes, I'll go through a bottle, 120 ml bottle in probably 3 days. ET at screaming is 6 months. Now you don't have to say anything in there. Now, look, I'd like to hear your comments and stuff like that. It's always good to read comments, both negative or positive. You know, the prizes I'll announce tomorrow, or the prize I'll tell you who won it, and they're winning a black Kylin ready wicked, waiting, and it'll be shipped out to you tomorrow, so you'll get it on Monday, or if you're in Durban, you'll get it the same day. Blow some clouds. Yeah, no, it is such a dense, thick vape. You know, the juices that you put in here are your caramels, your custards, your bakery type of. If you love those ones, you're actually saying that. You know, actually, things a point. You know, a tank for the juice. The Kylin definitely suits your bakery type of juices. Your custards, your biscuity, your those type of and I have to say the Omni is more of a fruity tank. Now thinking about it, now I've had in the Omni I've been having Your Mama, and I had Triple X in here recently, and I haven't tried the fruit in here, but this warm dense vape, in my opinion, I think is going to suit the people who like the bakery styled creamy type of stuff more, because of the denseness of the vapor, and this might actually suit the fruity type of vapes better, you know, because the fruity you don't normally associate with this like denseness in your mouth, like eating a freaking cinnamon Danish. You know, an apple and a cinnamon Danish are two total different things in your mouth. Brent, you know, it's not what ohms you must head for, it's where you are comfortable vaping. You know, most of my coils come out to around about the 0.2 mark, 0.25, and on my single coils I go up to 0.5, 0.7 ohms, depending on what I feel like that day. You know, when you start experimenting with coils, using your coil calculators to work it out, and you'll figure, I've got a little black book. Where is that, my little black book? I've busy been tidying this room up. I've got a little black book where the juices that I've tested in the 6 and a bit years that I've been vaping on, and what coil I liked it on. You know what I mean? That's also, it's part of the hobby side of it. You should maybe start doing that, messing around with different coils. You know. I'll do it on this puppy. Let me just crank the puppies up here. I didn't take this back to the shop. Hugo's going to be angry with me. And we have gorillas in the mist. Yeah, gorillas in the mist. Now it's going to fuck my camera up. Yeah, Brent, it all it's the thing with vaping, it's so subjective. What one person likes, another person will dislike. You know, the average person probably builds to 0.3 ohms, 0.35 ohms. That's what the average person probably, you know, a lot of the coils, pre-made coils are structured like that. You know, but everybody's different, you know. This is running at 0.15, you know, on my mix. Okay, I'll keep quiet. But yeah, it's just to find your happy place. Hydration, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, my two favorite, you know, I mentioned that last night, my two favorite tobaccos, or three favorite tobaccos. Number one on the list is this. It's hard to get, we do have in stock. This is my number one tobacco of all time. Nothing's going to knock it off its tree. I don't give a continental if someone comes up with something that's got gold flakes in it. this shit is the best stuff since, you know, I always play around, but, you know, if I could bath in it, I would. If I could use it as aftershave, I would. If I could brush my teeth with it, I would. If I could put it in my coffee, I would, but it's just too hard to get to waste it. You've got to vape it. Then would be Rogue, which is a juice that we manufacture, and then Good Boy, which is made by Wiener Vape Company. Okay, those are probably my 3 best tobaccos. You know, but that's my opinion. Everybody differs. Yeah, it's everywhere, Graham. Anybody, it's your choice. But at the end of the day, I like stainless steel tanks. You know, that's just me. No, I was just Kavesh. It's a Kashmir. I was just making a joke there, but you know. I think all the hobbyist vapors are all in the hunt for the best juice. You know, it took me 4 years, I think 3.5 years of vaping to find this. You know, and myself and Hugo came across this by sheer fluke, and we have not looked back. You know, we have not looked back since we found that. Mohammed, no, you've got you've got you're on rations, my boy. Goon versus the Troll. Goon. Best fruity vapes. I don't like commenting because I feel like Lee, come to the shop where I've got 120 more bottles, but there are not too many of them. I've got 60 more bottles as well. If you've ever trusted anything I've told you, you trusted me to buy the Omni, you're going to trust me to buy the Kylin. Just trust me to vape VCT. Once you vaped it, you'll understand why it's so fucking good. It's just absolutely awesome. Yeah, the VCT Jam Monster, you can't compare them. VCT, I can't compare that to Jam Monster. Jam Monster is a really good juice, but I can't vape that the whole day. But VCT, I can vape 24 hours a day. Yeah, Trinity is a very good juice, SNLV is a very good juice. Burst is a good juice. Your Mama, Duchess. I'm just trying to think of other fruity vapes from Mark's Mega Mixes. There's one, I can't remember the name of that juice. ET, what's the name of that juice from Dragon Juice? From also very, very good juice. Triple X, Triple X is best thing I ever did was listen to Rob Fisher and say and vape it, because I've always got a tank with it in. Peter, sorry, but we only got 3 mils in the 120 ml bottles. We have got 6 milligrams in 60 ml bottles though. Hundreds, Berkeley. That's Lee. Yeah. Thanks for T-Vapes. Who's that? Thanks for mentioning my juice. Sorry, I can't recognize that name. Peter, I like the Apple Jam Monster. You know, it's got that tanginess to it, like the other ones. You can taste the butter, you can taste the toast. It's good quality juice. You know, no. Good juice. Any questions on the Kylin, guys? I can pop up some photographs if you want to see the decks or anything like that. Just, you know, I've got all the photographs here. I can just pop up the packaging. That's what it comes like. Okay, that's what comes in it. As I said to you again, is that you've got the 3 different dip tips. You've got your extension rod, which is the little silver thing. You've got your 6mm glass, which when you use the extension rod you have to put in, and your spare glass, and then you've got obviously O-rings, and there's different color O-rings which you can change it out to spiff it up. That's what it looks like separated. Obviously I don't have a picture of the black one, but that's what it looks like as a close-up. You can see that it's quality built, you know. That's what it looks like with the extender rod on. That extender rod just screws into the top of the chamber. Then you screw down your top cap, or fill it and screw down your top cap. That's what the deck looks like. You can see that's a really nice big juice well, and that's why it drinks juice. Okay, the really good quality screws, very nice airflow. Quality, the airflow is, as I said earlier, is buttery smooth. Okay, I just want to see if I've got any other pictures of it. Yeah, it's just a close-up of it. Yeah. So yeah, really, I was so disappointed. Well, not disappointed. I was upset that my baby, being my Omni, was knocked off its perch. But I still think it's got a place. As I said earlier, fruity juices and stuff like that. Nice one here, because it's not that dense vape, where this is hell of a dense vape. And talking about that, I need to fill it up again. I cashed the grub screws. As I said, I've only put one set of coils. I am going to be putting in some coils tomorrow in it. As soon as I've got the captains or the aliens that are arriving tomorrow, I'm going to put those in. See, I almost overfilled it there again, because I'm looking down. When you fill it, look here. I almost overfilled it again. Okay, because it's only 2 mils, you must remember. 2 mils of juice is not a lot, eh? I almost overfilled it again. Yeah, just be careful of that, guys. That's probably the only downfall that I can say, is that you can overfill it. You know, if you are going to go to bed, I'm only going to do this tomorrow. If you are going to go to bed and it's too late for you already, you can always go comment tomorrow. I'm only going to give it the thing away when we hit 75 likes. So if you want to go to bed, but just remember tomorrow to go, because if you're not in the comment section that is below, not the live feed where you can see everybody's talking, but the comment section below the video, if you haven't commented there, then your name won't go into the hat. Sorry, but it's just too much work for me to go and copy and paste all these names in there. The grab screws are Allen key. Okay, if you know, you get that little 3-poster Allen key. It is the bigger Allen key out of the 2. Yeah, tennis. I was just, you know, obviously because it's new as well, so I'm also messing around with it. But it is definitely a tank that's for your bakery notes, and you know, it's going to taste nice in this. Complex Chaos's unbaked. It's going to be lekker. I think that arrives tomorrow as well. Unbaked is going to be really good in here. Brand is quite easy. The juice flow. On the side there are 2 big gaps, and when you hold the knurling at the bottom and you turn the top, you can see the gaps open or close. You can see that that's open, and you turn it all the way and it closes. You know, you just make sure that when you fill your tank up that you close the juice float, because it does push vacuum and force the juice in there. Close your airflow, juice flow, sorry. And then open it up again, but remember to open it up again, because if you haven't, you're going to get a dry hit. Ryan, you got one. Rate the Kylin and the Omni. Ivan, no, there is no hassle with the because you can immediately see when your juice is at the high level, because it's got this little like T-piece that goes from holding the center chamber to the outside, same as the serpent, so you can see when the juice hits that, and then it's full. Unfortunately with this, it's just glass and then the center chamber, so you can overfill it. Yeah, Louis Eduardo, I would not do a 22 gauge captain, outer and inner. Yeah, that won't work, my boy. Your inner core must obviously be a higher gauge, or a lower gauge, like 26-ish gauge, and then you are winding like a 32, 34, 36 gauge around it. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It'll be really hard to make as well, because of the thickness of that wire. Squonk pin on a Kylin. There's no squonk pin on a Kylin, but you might be thinking of the Icon. There's a squonk pin on the Icon. To my knowledge, let me just check the box, because no, you can't put it on there. No. Yes, man. Why are you asking questions like that, man? I should know everything, and now you're making me second guess. But no, it won't. No, there won't be a squonk pin on it. No. Can't work with a squonk pin. Sorry, you catch me off guard, their name. On the Icon, there's a squonk pin, which is made by Vandy Vapes. Also a hell of a good dripper. No, you can't do it just 22 gauge. You won't be able to wind it. Brent, when I close down the live feed, the live chat, the comment bar will open up at the bottom. Also, guys, just so that I just want to find that quickly. I'm just going to put that up. Tomorrow night, we normally stay open until 7 p.m. We are staying later, and we are broadcasting, or when I say live screening, the documentary regarding vaping and the story behind the government and big business and the vaping revolution. In the shop, it's free of charge, like usual. There will be cold drinks, there will be coffee, and we will have some international juices that are not on our shelves up for tasting, for you to come and taste. Come and watch the video. The broadcast will start at 6 p.m. sharp. We won't be pausing. We won't be stopping it until we're finished. So you better get there at 6 to get your seat. Night, Jaco. Hey man, these questions keep on moving. Have some juice. Rian, you won't look back once you've ordered that. No, Jeff, we don't stock that. Sorry, Peter, the description is wrong on the site. If you can just allude to that so I can just change it, please. We do have VTC available. I'll get a link for it if you want, so you can go straight to see it. VCT, come on, man. There's VCT. Chesley. I don't know how to pronounce it. I hope I get it right. Adib. Yes, I was hoping that it wasn't going to be, and I hope it wasn't going to knock my Omni off its perch, but yes, it has. It's knocked my Omni. It's probably my best RTA now. Yeah, Bjorn. I don't even know why you bought that thing, bro. Omni makes that thing look stupid. Peter, yes, I do. I do have a Rio. There's my baby. Oh, there. The swamp pin. Okay, let me just go and just check that, because I think what happened is Hugo must have copied and pasted something, and I'll actually just remove that. I'll just can't find it though. I'm looking for it and I can't find it. Can't find the skunk pin, but I'll let Hugo know, and he'll just take it off. But yeah, no, it doesn't have a skunk pin. Sorry about that. Yeah, I like my Rio. I use it for high nicotine based juices. Sure. I need another vape. What am I going to vape on here now? Oh, this is one of the juices that's going to be up to taste tomorrow night. Or international juice. I've got it in here at the moment. Really nice. Sorry, Brent, I can't see every single solitary question. We've had close to 1,000 questions. It's impossible for me to see everyone. But frozen, there are a couple of bottles of frozen left. It's just not a big seller in our shop. We do have a couple of bottles left somewhere. Thanks, Peter. You must have seen that. Louis, just a normal 7 wrap, 3.5mm ID. It's one of my bulls that I use on 22 gauge. Yeah, sorry, there's been a lot of questions. I'm just going through them if you don't mind. Yeah, we come into Cape Town next We won't be hitting the garden route, but we come into Cape Town next week just for a short break. We will be hitting the vape shop, so if you are in Cape Town, we will be at we'll be at Juicy Joe's, we'll be at Vape Empire, and I think it's Monkey Vape or something like that. We'll be there on the Saturday. So yeah, if you see me there, come say how's it. Yeah. Ronaldo. Yeah, I don't do naked fisher. I think the bottles what sold the juice. I just personally don't like any of the juices, and I've tried most of them. And everybody comes in, hey, you must get naked fish, you must get naked fish. I don't like the juice. It just doesn't appeal to me. And if I don't like it, it's not going to go in the shelves. But that's me, yeah. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. The thing is with the juices, South Coast, I'm going to try and say this politely. A lot of, if you've got a juice that is something that's different, like I'm just trying to think, some of the like emissary liquid, their juices are different. Okay, you look at Trinity, you look at Nostalgia. If you've got something that's different, we are more than we're happy to look at your juices and see if it's got a place in the market. If it's another custard or another strawberry ice cream, or it's another copy of a Trinity or an SNLV or a Your Mama or something like that, it's not going to make it onto the shelves. I'm looking for the next best thing, and I'm almost positive that somewhere in South Africa it's sitting in a DIY's collection and he doesn't know about it. But I don't want something that's already been done, and that's what we try to do. Is we're always trying to come up with juices or get juices in that are different. Yeah. So if you've got something that you think is different, but honestly think it's different, send it to us. We'll tell you whether we prepare to help with you or not. Night, Kurt. The Merlin Mini and the Serpent Mini, my opinion, the Serpent's still better than it. My list now, obviously my list is going to change, so I'll go and update it on our Facebook page, because I have got my favorite stuff on our Facebook page. It's under my notes section. My list would actually go with the following. It would be the Kylin, followed by the Omni, followed by the Conqueror 22, followed by the Serpent 25, and then the Merlin. That's my choices. Any more questions on the Kylin? Anything you want to see again? Any advice you want? Anybody know how many likes we've had, by the way? That was my tanks, okay, RTAs. If you're looking for flavor and flavor alone, the Merlin RTA, that's my number one. If you're looking for a overall all-arounder, the iJoy 5, because it's good flavor and really good vapor production, followed by the very closely knit in third place would be the Serpent RTA and the Cthulhu RTA. The only reason I would give the Cthulhu RDTA a little bit over the Serpent is purely because it's got a bottom fed function which you can put on a squonker. Yeah, those are my choices from an RDTA perspective. Nice, Kevin. Yeah, Bjorn, it's not hard to fit a, you know, the most important thing, I'm just going to pop down onto the camera, lower camera here again, is here's a coil, okay. Now, on the post list, the most important thing to do is to make sure that your leads are the right length. Now, on the Kylin, if you look, let me just get a, put it on here, it's going to be easier to look at. If you look at this coil, 3.5 millimeter ID, okay, and you look at the legs, those legs are around about 8 millimeters long, 8-9 millimeters long, okay, and you just position them in the holes. That will give you a 4 millimeter clearance above your airflow, and you just pop them into the holes, relevant holes, tighten them up, and then straighten your coil. It's not that hard. Where people have a problem is that they're nervous on where to cut their coils, and it's just a little bit of trial and error. You know, it's probably 8 mils long. So 4 mils to the base of the where you insert the coils, and then 4 mils above. That's all you need. There, quick. The Kylin does, if I know, it does have adjustable 510 pin. Yes, it does. Motive pot, I've never tried it, Ruin. I would be lying if I told you. The problem is if you go too long, Bjorn. I'd rather go a little bit shorter, because you can always lift the coil up slightly and just retighten it. You go too long, and then it's going to hit the top of the chamber. Shorter would be better, if that makes any sense. Yeah, no, Etienne, no. Rather start shorter and then longer, because you go and build it and it looks all nice, and you put it into your and you wicked it up, and you go put it into, and then you hit a rather go shorter, because you can always lift the coil up slightly. If you push the legs right to the bottom, it gives you 4 millimeters of play upwards. So I would rather go shorter than longer. That's my opinion. Once you put your thing through, then it's easier. Yeah, once you put your ID into it and you've turned it, and you can see there, once you've turned the coil, made it straight, and you think it's a little bit too low, you can always just use the ID, unscrew them gently, and just slightly pull them up, and then tighten them again. Rather go shorter than longer, because then you're going to have to keep on cutting. But if you measure it out to probably 8 millimeters from the base of the coil, you won't go wrong. Bjorn, I can show you, my boy. Come to the shop. Let me show you. You know what I do. I'll just pop down back to the second camera. What I do is I put both coils. Okay, I've only got one major, but I put both coils. Once okay, let's just say that the leads are that long. Once I've built them, okay, I put both coils on here, and I cut the two coils, the inner and the inner two coils at the same length. And then I cut the other one in line with that. That's the way I do it. Yeah, it does come down to just playing with the thing, you know what I mean? But you don't want to be putting your coils and then having you've wicked it all up and whatever, and you slap it you screw the top cap on, and then it shorts out on the top of the. I've measured it, and it's probably about 4 mils above the airflow, and then on a 4 millimeter coil. So you've got 8 mils to play with from the bottom of the deck to the top, and without any shorting. And I would make the assumption it would go up to 1 centimeter, but you want a little bit of room to play with. Okay, guys, if there's going to be no other questions, I'm going to call it a night. Don't forget, please go down once I quit the live feed and answer the questions down below. So yeah, thank you very much for watching again. Don't forget to comment below, and then tomorrow once we hit 75 likes, we will go and put them into random.org or our Lucky Hat software, and we'll pop out a winner, and we'll send that Kylin ready made up to them. Thanks for watching, guys. Good night.